precious. How you doing, baby? Happy Tuesday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to the YouTube channel, Shakenya. Good morning, and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. And if you see something you like, just share it for me. Yeah, just share it for me. That's all I ask you to do. Yeah, all this good game, I'm giving you all this free game I'm giving you in the morning. That's all I ask from you, is to just subscribe to my channel. Oh shoot, no more house cleaning. Yep, and just share. So y'all, today we wrapping up the environment portion, the influences you have around your babies, and the atmosphere that you create for your children. We're wrapping that up. Yeah, I'm gonna get you ready for your test. We're gonna recap, but today I just want to take a little pause because I've shared enough with you these couple weeks to where you should be getting you forming an opinion about me. Yep. You should be forming some type of opinion. You should be forming some type of opinion about them, him. You should be forming an opinion about my kids. You should be, and it's okay, because I put my business out there for you to be able to do so I'm okay with it. Yep. I thought about a lot of this stuff before I said it. Now, a couple videos you will see I probably got a little emotional, got off script, and yeah, I know, I'm only human, but for the most part, most of them I try to stay within whatever it is I wrote down. Yep, I try to stay safe. I try. Yep. Because I'm not trying to make them seem like bad people. I try to get y'all to see the mental. We've been focusing a lot on mental health lately, and I really want you to see the mental. I even did a psychological profile, quote unquote, just to kind of give you the gist of why some of your baby mamas and baby daddies act the way that they do, just so you can have a little compassion for them when it comes time for the forgiveness part. So yeah, you got to understand why. I'm not. You got every right to be mad and angry for what they've done. Yeah, because you'll never get back what they stolen from you. Yep, your time with your child, you'll never get that back. Yep, trust will never be fully restored. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. I pray for restoration. I hope you guys get a little friendship going, a relationship back and get it. But trust, that'll never be, that bond will never be as strong as it was. Never. It's so much damage that's caused when you separate a child from a parent, because there's so much that has to be done to destroy the relationship to begin with. So to try to restore something like that, that's like going into a burning house after it's burnt down and you trying to fix it. You can fix it, but you gonna still smell that smoke smell in some of the rooms. That foundation ain't gonna be as strong as it was. It's gonna be a little weak. Yep. Some of them beams you gonna have to change out because they're not gonna be strong enough to hold the foundation of the house. Yeah, it's just so much is done when you destroy the relationship between the parent and the child when there's no abuse or neglect. I gotta keep telling y'all that. There's no abuse or neglect. It's just a parent one day just said that I don't want to deal with you no more, and you can't see your baby, and you can't. I'm not bringing them back over there no more. I'm not bringing her back over there no more. Every time you try to come and see the baby, they make excuses. You ain't never at home. They move without telling you. They change the kid's school without informing you. Shit like that. That's a disturbed individual. Okay? So, let's get back to the book. Closing it up. Getting you ready for your test. And now, from our model and me giving you little snapshots of what I'm dealing with right now, I had to come up with coffee and conversation. Because if it can happen to me, a mom that loves being a mom, that loves her children, for a child not to be in that environment, or for a parent to feel that that wasn't a good environment, that loving, nurturing environment that was being provided, something ain't right. Something I gotta fix this problem. This the same feeling I had when I created Attitude Adjustment Youth Program. When I was having problems with my little brother, and I couldn't find any prevention programs out here in the city for him. Yeah, all the programs that I ran into was like hitting a good morning, baby, it was like hitting a wall because they were all ending up to be like residential type situations. Like there was no programs put in place that would provide some type of behavior modification services or something to where he can still stay in the home but yet and still be penalized for his behavior more than what I could do, you know, because whoopings wasn't working no more. Yeah, so I created Attitude Adjustment Youth Program because if this is the only solution that they have for our children of color is to just lock them up and put them in a residential setting, it got to be something more. It got to be something put in place to kind of halt that and slow that down. Sure enough, it's going to be some children that come through my program, and I have had some children that come through my program that didn't turn it around. It's a small percentage, but when I do my 90-day follow-up, it is some children that's still acting out. It didn't help them. It didn't work. And so I have to give the parents more aggressive programs, like filing for encourageability or boot camp or sending their ass to Battle Creek at the Michigan Youth Challenge. So I have to get a little more aggressive because the behavior we have to get control of it by any means necessary. You have to be able to get control of it. So if it didn't work in my little 90-day program, then I got something better for you. And I'm referring on because we're going to get control of it as adults. It's going to happen. That's going to be the end result is how I think about it. Okay, so with that being said, I had to start the co-parent coffee and conversation just to talk about what's going on and what has happened, just so you can be more aware. And this is coffee and conversation ain't for you to just be mad at your baby mama and your baby daddy and you just stop talking to them and you use it. No. This is for you to be aware of some of the tactics and some of the things that's being used so you can put a halt to them. Yeah, y'all can discuss it and y'all can fix it because some of the stuff y'all do, y'all probably don't even realize y'all doing it. Yeah, that's why I be trying to break down the manipulation techniques because some of you purposely doing it now. I ain't gonna hold you up, but it's some of y'all that's doing stuff that might be hereditary, it might be just conditioning, it can be a number of things, and you doing it subconsciously, you know. So that's why I try to let you know some of the stuff you doing, you can't be doing when you raising a child with somebody and you no longer with them, you know. So certain barriers, certain boundaries got to be put in place. It's just certain things. So the coffee and conversation was the start of it. Yes, sir. Yeah, get on over there, baby. No. This coffee and conversation, you join in. Shit, if you hear something you like. Yeah, so coffee and conversation, that's what I started with. Yep, and then that turned into the co-parenting workshop. That turned into the workshop. Man, I'm trying to because it's bad out here for once we break up with somebody and they start using that baby against you. It's just a terrible thing, you know? Man, and now me going through it as a baby mama, I'm feeling how all these baby daddies be feeling, you know, and that's a hurtful ass feeling for somebody to just not take your baby away, you know. Ooh.
So understand the difference. It's not you don't feel what we feel because we're only attached to the child when we receive. Oh man,
I'm sorry, cause you kicking it, man. I'll take it off for you, but you kicking it. You kicking it, man.
This ain't this literally.
Cause this what I do on here. That's all.
But I don't do this because it's not about this because once that producer start doing that thing, everybody want to do it because it's a trend. You shouldn't be doing stuff.
No, this right here is educating our people, and everything you was just saying is what they need to hear right now because you was giving the side of me being a baby mama and how it's not the same. Yeah, but you made a comment about me being a baby mama and how my feelings is different by my child being taken out. So I'm struggling.
That's something a man can't feel.
Yeah.
Like we got him down here and all that. All through our life, but y'all gotta feel that nigga stick. Y'all gotta feel that nigga basically go through mood changes that's in your body. It's a physical change on top of that. So when you get a child to perform as a woman, and I'm just going off this just being able to pay attention to human behavior. Human behavior. I got a real thing. I watch it. I studied my mom. My mom raised 3 kids by herself, knowing that my dad was more than capable of helping her grow us and raise us into a young man and a young woman. But you know, the street bar hop, street run, get so far, blah blah blah, being blah blah blah. Now, and honestly, you can ask every man that lived that life that if it didn't pay no room, they would regret it.
Yeah. I appreciate you for sharing this morning, man.
And it's more so for the kids. They regret missing out on the kids.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, relationships because at the end of the day, got a baby mama, I don't mean you got people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, the best matches on this face of this earth is, I'm sorry to say this, but it's a hard penis and a wet vagina.
That's right.
That's the best match.
That's right.
On the face of this earth. It creates life.
That's right.
So, it's not about the action. It's about who are the people doing the action. Do they really love each other? Or they just doing this because, quote unquote, they won?
Right.
It's a lot of bullshit, but when you talk about feelings, when it comes to topic, can't nobody tell you.
Man, it's the worst. It's the worst. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. For the last 4 years, I come on here every morning for 15 minutes and talk to people about co-parenting issues and what they can do to make that relationship work. You know? Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this morning, man. Yeah, y'all, that wasn't part of the program. You as well. I'm on YouTube, Coffee and Conversation with Shakenya. If you put Shakenya in, you have to follow me because you ain't gonna be on per se, but you can hear your voice. You know, share the video. So guys, yeah, I'm not gonna apologize because this is Coffee and Conversation. Good morning, Miller. How are you? And this is what we do. So the gentleman was speaking, and you know, hey, I appreciate him sharing this morning. You know, so yeah, through my tragedy and everything that I'm going through right now, guys, Coffee and Conversation was birthed. I've been doing this for the last 4 years. I come on every morning, try to give you ways to get along with your baby mama or your baby daddy, how to create a better relationship now that y'all broken up, to where y'all still can share that baby and raise that baby together. And then I also went a step further and created the co-parenting workshop, which is an 8-week workshop to teach you how to do that. Yeah, you might not think you need it, but do you get along with your baby mama? Or do you get along with your baby daddy? I'm just asking, because if you don't, then you do need it. Yeah, you do need it. And I'm gonna just give you a brief because we are over time. Yeah, we are over time. But I thought this was very important because, like I said, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. Yeah, I feel for anybody that's going through it and don't have the means of fighting or don't know how to fight and don't know what to do to get there. Because you have rights too. I was just talking to a father the other day. You can take her to court. Yep, I broke down to him the things that he needs to do. He can take her to court and get his visitation. Don't even have to deal with her. Yep. That'd be the last resort. I'd be hoping that y'all can get along without including the white man in them in your business, because it's so easy to talk. Because all the issues that y'all had when y'all was together is gone now. All the cheating, all the everything that y'all was dealing with when y'all was in the relationship, because y'all not together no more. So it should be even easier for y'all to become friends. Hopefully y'all was friends before. That would be a good thing if y'all was friends before y'all got together. Because usually I see people when they friends before, after the relationship, they tend to find some type of rapport with one another. Yeah, and yeah. So the first day, the first week is introductions. Of course, we just talk about what we plan on getting out of there at the program. Things that they looking forward to learning in this 8-week section. We discuss that, and then the second week is forgiveness. Yeah, that's so important. Forgiveness is so important. You can't move forward until you forgive them for everything that they did for you. Yeah, you can't move forward until you fully forgive for what they did to you. Yeah, I'm telling you, the difference is your actions. The difference is your communication. The difference is it's a lot of difference that you would do if you forgave somebody versus you still mad at them and still bitter for what they did. Yep. If you forgiving them, and the baby give you a notice that they got a game or something coming up, if you forgiving them, you gonna call them or you gonna text them. I'm sorry, y'all. Cough was a little more. You gonna call them or you gonna text them. You gonna let them know that the baby got an event coming up, so they can have just as much time to prepare and get ready as you do. Especially if it's something to where y'all gotta pay. Y'all can possibly pay half. Go in together or figure out who gonna pay what. Yep. Because y'all communicating, right? If you still mad and bitter at that person, you probably ain't gonna tell them about the game, if you tell them at all, until probably the day of. So they can be ill prepared, so they can make it seem as if they're not doing their job. You can make it seem like they're incompetent. You can make it seem like, because my baby daddy was good for telling me about having a baby tell me about stuff the day of. Like she might need $200 for a cheer bag, and here the day of. Nigga, you ain't even got it the day of. You gotta call your mama to get it. So why would you do that to somebody though? That's that spitefulness, that's that manipulation, that's all the above. So yeah, so you gotta forgive them. And then y'all gotta learn how to communicate. Hey Keith, how you doing, baby? Y'all have to learn how to communicate. Yeah. Shakenya, Shakenya. And that's all my videos. And Shakenya is on my Facebook, my Instagram. I got a radio show called Motor City Radio. That's me. Yep. It was nice meeting you. What's your name, man? Daniel, reach out to me, Daniel, because we do the same work, it looks like, man. We got to link up and get some money or something, okay?
Money out here too.
Yes.
I got a couple properties too that need to be started. So.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God. And I'm about to start a program with the kids to teach them how to use basic tools and stuff. And have them go in the houses with us and rehab the houses and pay them a stipend. Because I already got a program where I deal with kids with behavior issues. I was doing jail tours before COVID. But we'll talk, man. That's my number.
I got my business license, so let me know.
Damn, and I'm working on mine. Oh, damn. Look at God. Look at God. So, guys, yep, so the communication, because you got to learn how to talk to each other again. Yeah, you got to learn how to communicate with one another. Certain things that you probably said in a relationship. What if you was abusive in a relationship? You call them bees and all those things. Now that y'all done broke up, but this person now have a new gang on life, and now they know that wasn't something that they should have been dealing with, and they don't learn how to not be in an abusive situation. You can't talk to them like that no more. You know, they be like, well, go upside your head. You call them out their name now because their self-esteem has been restored. You know, they know their self-worth now. Yep. So you probably can't talk to them the way you used to talk to them when y'all was in a relationship, or anything. The intimacy, the little nasty stuff that y'all say, you got to take that out. So we talk about that in the communication, and then balance is the next thing. Yeah, making sure that both homes is balanced, making sure. Income-wise, lifestyle-wise, just everything. You get certain diets, certain chores. You got kids doing chores in this house, they got to be doing chores in that house. Balance comes in different forms, and we break down all of them in the workshop. Yeah, even all the way down to how you communicate to people, like we talked about yesterday, how you got one parent that say I all the time, like talking as if they raising the baby by themselves, as opposed to saying we. Those are different styles of parenting. Yeah, so everything has to be balanced and everything has to be the same. Yeah, just the interpretation of it all. Yeah, just saying something as simple as what we used yesterday, him saying the baby lives with him. No, that's untrue. That's not true. That's not that child's reality. That reality is that child stays with this parent Monday through Friday and stays with you on the weekend and part of the summer. That's an equal sharing of a child. And that might not be your solution or your scheduling or your, but that's an example. Baby stay with a parent. So y'all both sharing that baby equally. So you can't say that baby just lives with you. That's excluding the other parent. That's a manipulation technique, and that's usually a seed that's being planted at that time. Yeah, because the next step is for that child to be living with them. Because if you plant this seed and it start growing, you got to explain that. You got to explain that growth, because that means that seed is being watered. That seed is being fertilized or whatever needs to be done to make it grow. So that means more stuff is being added to it. So yeah, once you plant that seed in somebody's head, it's somebody that actually came to me and said, I thought that she lived with him. Why would you think that? When I get up every morning and take this girl to school. Every morning I take her to practice. How could you? Why would you think? Because somebody told them that. That's why there's so many guilty by association people that's around and support your baby mama and your baby daddy for this decision that they've made. Because you got to think about it. Who really gonna be okay with just a child not seeing their mama or not seeing their dad? Who's really going to be okay? So the only way they're going to be okay is if you make them feel okay. And the only way to make them feel okay is to give them a story or to create this illusion or to create a baby mama or a baby daddy so horrible that people will believe the story that they tell, right? So, because think about it, me being a mother in this situation, you heard the young man over there talking. Think about what would be the first thing to come to your mind if a baby daddy had to take a baby from you, from a baby mama? Go on, you can say it. You can go on and shout it out there. What would be the worst? What would come to mind? First would be that the mama might be dead. That's horrible. But that would be the first thing come to mind. The mama must be dead. For the daddy to have the girl, the mama must be dead. And then if the mama not dead, or she must be on drugs. Or she must have a mental illness. And then you got some people that don't even don't even correct people for thinking and feeling how they feeling. They let your mind just wander. I got the baby and that's it. So yeah, you thinking mental health issues probably. Maybe the child was molested on her watch. Maybe she didn't keep that baby safe. Maybe she was molesting that child. It's so many. Maybe she was abusive. Maybe she beat that baby. I know. So just think people think that about me. And then the next workshop is grandparents. Yeah, because you got to create boundaries in some cases. Yeah, remember I gave you an example of how the grandmama was watching the grandkids and the kids had dreads and the grandma didn't like the dreads, so she took the babies to go get their hair cut without asking permission of the mother or the father. She just took it upon herself because grandpa, you got to set boundaries. It was a reason why they probably had dreads. It could have been religious beliefs. It could have just been like that's just what the mother wanted. It don't, anything that's going to alter that child's opinion or alter that child's appearance, or you got to get permission from the mama or the daddy to make sure it's okay. It was so many times I told him to tell his mama to stop taking my baby to go get her hair did at the salon, being around them grown women up in the, man, and they kept doing it. Why would you disregard the wishes of the mother? I never heard a situation where the mama just don't count. I've never seen any situations where the mama just has no say so. The mama just don't count. The mama is just there. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Fix it. So the grandparents have a workshop where we talk about boundaries. Yep. Things that they can and cannot do and shouldn't do. Yep. And then the next workshop is step parents. Yep. I had a lot of situations where step parents were involved and they couldn't say nothing to the kids, or they couldn't do this and do that, but yet and still they're providing for these children. They're paying bills. They taking care of these kids. They doing everything that the baby mama or the baby daddy should be doing, or is not able to do at that time, or they live in the house with the kids. Yeah. But I've had situations where they was limited to what they can do. They couldn't discipline. They didn't have nothing. Yeah. You got the other baby mama or baby daddy. Tell them they can't put their hands on my baby and stuff like that. Yeah, the ignorance of it all. But we talk about that in the workshop. Yeah. And then the week 7, we recap. We make sure that everything that they put on week 1 was accomplished. Yep. All the stuff that they was hoping to get out of the workshop, we hope they got it. Yep. And then week 8 is when we apologize to one another for all the hurt and pain and everything. We apologize to the kids because the kids are present. Yeah, we apologize to them for what we put them through. Yeah, in this ordeal, because you got to keep in mind these parents are using these children. They're using these children against the other parents. So yeah, we apologize to them. Yep. And then they get their certificates. Yeah, that they can take back to their lawyers, or take back to their social workers, or take back to their CPS worker, or take back to their Department of Human Service worker. Yeah, they'll be able to take that certificate and say that they completed this course. Yeah. So y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversations. Your girl Shakenya. I know it was a long one. I'm out.